Welcome to our next ETHS Career Pathway info session on agriculture, food, and natural resources. We are again streaming on the ETHS YouTube channel. Thank you for being with us today. My name is Michelle Vasquez. I'm the ETHS Post-Secondary Counselor in the College and Career Services Office at ETHS. And today we're going to be highlighting our local business partners offering opportunities in agriculture, food, and natural resources career pathway. All the career pathway opportunities that we are sharing with you today, they may be a great opportunity for you or for a young person that you know. Soon you'll hear from Ms. Tana Francelmo, our Career Partnership Manager, and a few of our local MEAC business partners regarding their entry-level career pathway opportunities for our Evanston youth. All the opportunities that we are sharing with you today, they are debt-free career paths with long-term career growth potential and paid career training opportunities. So that is why we are here with you today, E-Town. So let's begin. Here's the agenda for today. We will review the 7 ETHS career pathways, remind our students about the upcoming ETHS Career Pathway events and ETHS Career Pathway student Google site. We will learn about the ETHS iKit opportunities, such as the Spring Break iKit Job Shadow Week and the Summer iKit Internship Program for seniors, as well as the 2022 ETHS Career Pathway Fair. Then we will meet Ms. Tana Francelmo and our 3 local business partners through the Mayor's Employer Advisory Council. They are Evanston Grows, the City of Evanston Water Department, and Westminster Place. As a reminder, ETHS thoughtfully condensed the 16 national career clusters into 7 clear career pathways. They are agriculture, food and natural resources, arts and communication, finance and business services, health sciences and technology, human and public services, information technology, manufacturing, engineering, and trades. You can learn more about the ETHS career pathways in the Programs of Study Guide found on the ETHS website. ETHS would like to encourage students and their families to use this guide and the ETHS course selection guide to help choose courses and activities offered at ETHS that will allow students to explore and develop their career interests. This guide is designed to be a resource to help students connect their course selection and extracurricular activities to their career interests and educational plans and training beyond high school. Whether a student is preparing to attend a 4-year university, a 2-year college, the military, or the workforce, the exploration of possible pathways is vital. So we are excited to share we are hosting all of our career pathway informational sessions again, but this time they will be on the ETHS YouTube channel. We will be bringing more local employers to the table each month to share their career pathway opportunities and different types of careers within their industry. So mark your calendars and be sure to subscribe to the ETHS YouTube channel today. On your screen, you will see the 2021 and 2022 Career Pathway Programming events. All events can be found listed on the ETHS website calendar. So please stay up to date and mark your calendars for all future events. New this year, we are offering the ETHS iKit Work Readiness Workshops. This is a perfect way for our ETHS students to prepare themselves for our upcoming Spring iKit Job Shadow Programming, Summer iKit Internship Opportunity for seniors, or for their first job. Students will be able to polish their resume and schoolings and create a LinkedIn profile, learn about work etiquette and dressing for success, and practice their interviewing skills, all with the assistance of our ETHS College and Career Services teams. Juniors and seniors can register to attend any or all of the listed workshops and other future ETHS College and Career Service events in school links under school events. Remember, space is limited. All recordings of each workshop will be found on the ETHS Career Pathway Google site for students. As a reminder to our students, remember to stay up to date on all ETHS Career Pathway events, opportunities, and new business partners on our ETHS Career Pathway Student Google site, also found on the ETHS website under Career Planning Resources or in school links in the Career Opportunities board. This will be where you'll be able to also find the iKit Internship Application and Work Readiness Training Workshop information in the future. The 2022 iKit Spring Job Shadow and Summer Internship Opportunity application is now open and accepting applicants. The deadline to apply is February 21st for the Spring Break Job Shadow Week, and April 4th is the deadline for the Summer iKit internship opportunity for seniors only. ETHS students age 16 and over interested in applying for one or both of the following 2022 career pathway exploration opportunities may do so using the tiny URL that you see on your screen. We will be searching for 25 to 30 dedicated wild kits to be placed in multiple local businesses to explore various career pathways. The application to apply is tinyurl.com/ETHS iKit application. All applicants will be required to attend an in-person interview. You will be notified if you are selected for an interview. Go Kits! Also coming up is the 2022 ETHS Career Pathway Fair on Wednesday, March 16th in room North 112 during the school day from 11:40 a.m. to 3:35 p.m. blocks 6 and 8. Juniors and seniors, you can register to attend in school links under school events and be excused from class. Individual teachers and other staff members will be invited to sign up their classrooms or groups to attend the ETHS Career Pathway Fair. So save the date.
Hey E-Town, welcome. My name is Ms. Tana Francelno, and I'm the Career Partnership Manager here at ETHS and the bridge to the local employer community. Today, we are featuring our next career pathway info session, Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resource Careers. Enjoy the presentation. Hey E-Town, welcome. We are here today with our friends from Evanston Grow, and they're going to be talking to us today about careers in urban farming. We have our guests, Mary Collins and Matt Ryan. So they're going to take the show from here. Enjoy presentation.
Hi there. I'm Mary Collins from Evanston Grows, and we are a new collective in Evanston of several organizations. Our collective is working towards big impact in urban farming, workforce development, food distribution, health equity, and building community. We are so excited to be here because we want young people to get excited about doing this work. We know there are a lot of young people out there who are already doing this, and we want Evanston young people involved. If you want variety in a job, if you like learning new things, if you like the idea of growing food that is delicious, and you have energy and desire to impact people in our community and you have an interest in being involved in a growing industry, you really should come check us out. You'll love it. We welcome you. Thank you. And now we have Matt Ryan, who is an urban farmer, who's going to tell you more about the whole field of urban farming.
Hi, everybody. Really good to be with you. As Mary said, my name is Matt Ryan. I've been an urban farmer now for over 10 years. And one of the things that I've noticed in that 10 years is that the opportunities in urban agriculture have only grown and expanded. This industry is continuing to blossom, pun intended. So it's a great time to be involved in what many people call the movement, the green agricultural movement. So it's very exciting. Just a real quick tidbit, the average age of the American farmer in America is 65 years old. That means that most of our farmers are going to retire soon. And so that leaves a big void for people to step in to this new developing career. So I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about employment throughout the Chicagoland area. As I said, when I first started 10 years ago, employment was far and few between. Now there are lots of places in Chicagoland to find employment in urban agriculture. And I'm just going to list some resources for you guys. You all can go through this later and look these places up on the web. A great place to start for job resources is AUA, Advocates for Urban Agriculture. I was just on their website before I started talking to you guys. If you go on their jobs board right now, there's at least 20 open job positions available for this season. And there'll be continue to be more job openings placed as we get closer to spring. And one of the things that's nice about a lot of these jobs is that the barrier to entrance is pretty low. So a lot of times You don't necessarily have to have a terrible amount of experience to get a job. And so I would check AUA website, a great place to find job resources as you guys think about places for employment. I'm just going to go through some of the organizations in the Chicagoland area that are doing great work around urban agriculture. And as I said before, you guys can just kind of go online, look these places up. A lot of these places are non-for-profits. And so a great way to get your feet in the door is to volunteer. Most of these places have open volunteer hours. Might be a little bit more tricky with the pandemic, but go on their websites, check out what they're doing, and just start meeting folks. And that's what I did 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I had no prior farming experience, and I just began to pound on doors, knock on doors, see who was doing what in the community. And these were a lot of the farms that I went to those 10 years ago. So a great farm doing great work, great organization is Growing Home. They're in the Inglewood area, addressing food insecurity and job readiness, job training. Another one is Windy City Harvest, and they're through Botanic Gardens. They probably have 5 to 10 acres in cultivation throughout the Chicagoland area, doing lots of work. Another good one is Urban Canopy. They're on the south side. Another one on the south side is Urban Growers Collective. These are all places you guys should go online and check out. If you want to go up north, Ellawa Farms is up north in Lake Forest, and I know they're hiring for 2 positions this year, 2022. Just Roots is a great organization. I know a lot of the folks there. They're doing good work. They're currently developing a 3-acre farm south of the city as we speak. Star Farms in Chicago is hiring for 2 positions this year I know of. Check them out. Organic Gardener. That's an organization that's actually for profit, a little bit different. But what they do is they install vegetable gardens all throughout the community for mostly residential homeowners. And each season, they're hiring a handful of people to work with them. And then you have the Talking Farm in your very own backyard in Skokie, where you can volunteer. There's internships available and some employment throughout the season. And so one thing kind of about urban agriculture that's important to note is that you won't necessarily get rich being an urban farmer, but what you're kind of doing is you're doing work as a mission or work as a purpose, work with a purpose. And so all these years I've been doing this work, and one of the things that's been very satisfying to me is that I know that my labor helps to benefit the community. And so we're addressing issues of food insecurity, food justice, environmental stewardship. And if you're someone that likes to work with their body, likes to be outside, likes physical labor, this could be a great field for you. Now, if you step just a little bit outside of Chicagoland area, something that's emerging really throughout the whole country, there's a whole back to the land movement going on throughout the whole country where young people, specifically young people, are moving out to more rural areas and starting small farms outside of city limits. And so if you do a quick Google search of farms north and west of Chicago, you'll see there's lots of farms popping up. And each year, those farms will need workers to do seasonal work. One of the things that's nice about those jobs is you don't need prior experience to do the work. And one of the things that's nice about the trades as well is that you can learn as you get paid. So a lot of these jobs, they'll pay you to become a farm worker or a farm laborer. And that whole time you're actually learning how to become a farmer. So just do a quick Google search of farms around Chicagoland area, and there'll be lots of opportunities to work in this industry. If you feel like you're in a position where you actually want to start getting some training as opposed to, or some education as opposed to jumping right into the workforce, there are now a number of programs that are very affordable for people to get into, learn how to become a farmer. One of the best ones in the city of Chicago is Windy City Harvest Program. That's the program that I went to back in 2012. It's a 9-month program. Half of the program is a paid internship on a farm, and half the program is in-class, hands-on classwork. And when you're done with that program, you get a certificate in kind of sustainable urban farming. And that'll really give you the credentials that you need to kind of get the next tier of kind of pay, so to speak, or expertise. So I would highly recommend looking into Windy City Harvest 9-month urban ag program. But interestingly enough, there's 3 community colleges just outside Chicago that all now have horticultural programs. College of Lake County has one of the best in the area, horticultural 2-year programs, but also College of McHenry and College of DuPage. I would look into all of those if you're interested in kind of getting that next level of education. And then as a bit of a curveball, there's this thing called woofing. And woofing is where you can, in exchange for labor, you can go work on farms throughout the whole country, organic farms throughout the whole country, labor in exchange for room and board. So I've had lots of friends and lots of students throughout the years that have gone to woof on farms throughout the country. And I've had friends go even throughout the world actually to do this. And if you can afford to get to one of these farms, they'll pay for your room and board as you work on the farm and learn about their operations. So that's my really quick rundown. Hopefully it wasn't too fast for you guys. Please look up some of these names. Also want to say that if anyone is interested in finding out more about any of this stuff, I'm happy to talk to you on the phone, happy to meet you for coffee, happy to do some email exchanges with you. So please feel free to reach out to me. I'm very passionate about inspiring the next generation of urban and rural farmers. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Matt. That was fantastic. You are such a great resource for career opportunities in this field. And so we're really grateful for what you've shared today and look to continue to build our work closer in the urban farming. Hey, E-Town, welcome. This is Ms. Francelno, and we're here for our next career pathway info session. Today we have Mr. Daryl King here from the City of Evanston Water Bureau. He's going to talk about opportunities in the community at the City of Evanston. Thanks for being here, Daryl. Take it away.
Thank you for having me, Tana. Hello, ETHS. So again, here to talk about career pathway opportunities here in the City of Evanston, as well as in the industry that I represent, that I work in. And so I work at the water plant here in Evanston, and one career path that's very interesting and stable, and I believe it pays a living wage, is that of a water supply operator. And what that is it means any person trained in the treatment or distribution of water, who has practical working knowledge of the chemical, biological, and physical sciences essential to practical mechanics of water treatment or distribution, and who is capable of conducting and maintaining the water treatment or distribution processes in a manner which will provide safe, potable water for human consumption. So that's what I myself do every day. That's what the folks that work for me and work with me, that's what we're doing. We're making sure that we can provide potable water for human consumption and that it's safe. And so a lot goes into it. And one of the biggest and probably one of the most important, if not the most important, career pathways in the drinking water industry is that of a water supply operator. And so this is a statement from the American Water Works Association in 2014, and that's the drinking water industry professional organization. And the CEO made this statement that it's been estimated that almost 50% of today's water and wastewater operators will retire within the next 5 to 7 years. They'll need to be replaced. And that is a very, very, very true statement. Here at the water utility in Evanston, we've been seeing quite a bit of this retirement exodus, or a term that's been thrown out there is a silver tsunami. And it is going on here in Evanston as well as across the country. And if you think about it, drinking water is needed. I don't care where you go, drinking water is important. And so across the country, these retirements are occurring, and those water supply operators, they need to be replaced. And so there's a partnership between the City of Evanston and ETHS, where there's an operator in training career path that students at ETHS can take advantage of. And so the students would enroll and receive up to 6 credits possible, 2 credits for the classroom portion, and 4 credits are possible if a work study portion can go along with that, can be combined with the classroom portion. And so in the ETHS work study practicum industry engineering course. So this is something that a student can take during the day. You can take advantage of this during the school day as you would any other course that you're enrolled in. It's an online self-study course, and it's the water distribution systems will assist the student in preparing for the IEPA Class D operator exam. And so that's a good springboard license certification to start off with. You have A, B, C, and D, A being the highest, and of course the most material to cover in order to pass that certification exam. So the Class D, it goes over everything in the distribution system, water mains, the elevated water towers that you see, and just everything that goes into the water that travels through a distribution system. And so again, that Class D certification, that class is geared toward the student being able to successfully pass that test to get their certification. And so I think it's always important to share how much does this career path pay? What's the potential, for me to make? I think we all ask that question regardless of the work that we do. And so in Illinois, and this is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and this is the annual mean wage for water and wastewater treatment plant and system operators by state. And this is as of May 2020. And as you can see, Illinois is in the dark blue, and from light to dark. So if it's lighter, the mean wage is lower, and the darker the shade of blue gets, the more. And as you can see, Illinois is in the dark blue, and there's an annual mean wage range of $57,170 up to $75,570. And so, Illinois, in terms of annual mean wage, is pays in the upper range of that range. And so I'll talk more about the wages and the salaries that the operators make here in Evanston. And so in addition to the program that's offered at ETHS, the city of Evanston also have apprenticeship programs that we make available to Evanston community members. And so we have 2 different types of apprenticeships. One is a water plant operator apprenticeship. It's a 1-year program, and the way it works is the apprentice would rotate between 2 divisions here at the water plant. Our filtration division, which is where all of the water treatment occurs, and then our pumping division, which is responsible for bringing the water from the lake, pumping it over to the filtration division, it gets treated, then it goes back over to pumping, and then pumping pumps it out to our customers, houses, schools, churches, businesses, and so forth. And so that 1-year apprenticeship pays $14 to start off, and then by the end, it goes to $18 per hour. And then full-time, step 1 for a water plant operator is $70,423. So, if you remember the slide that we previously looked at, the range was like 57,000 up to 75,000. And so our operators are at 70. So we definitely fall within that range that was indicated on that previous slide. And then we also have a Water Worker 1 apprentice program. It's a 2-year program. The pay range is the same, $14 to $18 an hour. Full-time step 1 is $61,387. And the way this program works is here at the water utility, or which we refer to as the Water Production Bureau. We have 4 divisions that are included in this apprenticeship. Our pumping, which we talked about, our filtration, and then we also have our water distribution division and our sewer distribution division. And each apprentice is placed in one of those divisions in 6-month increments. And every 6 months, they're evaluated. And if they clear their evaluation, they rotate over to a new division. And so it's 6 months, each division's 4 divisions. So that's how we get the 2-year apprenticeship. Now, the water plant operator apprentice, the apprentices, their function, or what they concentrate on, is learning how to operate the water treatment plant in filter and pumping. The water worker 1 apprentices, when they're in filter and pumping, they're not learning how to operate the plant. They're learning how to repair and perform maintenance on the plant. And they also do the same in the water and sewer distribution systems as well. The apprenticeship, water plant operator, entry level, involves on-the-job training to learn and perform work operating the water treatment plant. Work involves processing water to produce EPA safe Drinking Water Act quality standard water by operating and monitoring pumps and filters, regulating chemical dosages, testing samples, taking readings, recording data, inspecting equipment, and troubleshooting and assessing water processing operations. And employees work rotating shifts, which change weekly. So that all goes into what regulates the work that we do is a law called the Safe Drinking Water Act. And under that, it has water quality standards and practices that we have to adhere to at the water utility. And so that's what the water plant operator apprentice would learn during their 1-year apprenticeship. And so the minimum requirements, all applicants must possess a high school diploma or GED, have a valid driver's license and safe driving record, or have the ability to obtain one, and be a community member of Evanston zip code 60201 or 60202. And that requirement is for apprentices, apprenticeships only. If you are just applying for a full-time position, then of course that doesn't apply. Ability to pass a physical and practical test, and that's for the water worker 1 apprenticeship as well. Ability to pass a drug or alcohol test, and that's across the board, and as well as participate in an oral interview. And so new employee benefits. Full-time employees are eligible to participate in the following benefit programs: medical insurance, dental, term life insurance, vision insurance, pension, travel training, and paid leave. And so here's my contact information. Again, my name is Daryl King. I'm the Water Production Bureau Chief here with the City of Evanston Public Works Agency. There's my email, dking@cityofevanston.org. And feel free to reach out to myself or to Tana. Thank you.
Thanks, Daryl, for that wonderful detailed presentation. There's a lot of really good earnings in the water department. So we really appreciate you being here, sharing this information with our students. Hey, Town, we are here today to present our next presenter for our career pathway info session in agriculture, food, and natural resources. I'm really excited to have our friend Natalie Gibson here from Westminster Place to talk about opportunities at Westminster right here in Evanston for young people in high school and post-high school. Take it away, Natalie.
Hi, Dana. Thank you so much for having me. Yes, I am Natalie. I am the HR generalist here at our facility at Westminster Place. And just to kind of deep dive into kind of what we'll be chatting about today, we will be going over kind of who we are exactly and where we are. I'll be going over the career path opportunities that we have to offer. I'll also be going over the pay and the benefits that we do have to offer as well, the requirements process and kind of what that onboarding and interview process looks like here at our campus. And then also I'll share some success stories that we do have with our current employees and their path of opportunities that they went through as they are here. So kind of who we are and where we are. So we are Westminster Place. We are located at 3200 Grant Street in Evanston, Illinois. We are an independent and not-for-profit faith-based community. We are a life plan community that provides residents with all aspects of life. So what that pretty much means is that an individual, a resident could come in at intermediate, needing some intermediate health or intermediate care, independent care, and then as they progress through their life and they need a little bit more of help, maybe that will then have them go and transfer over to assisted living. Once they're there for maybe a couple of years and they then do need a couple more help, they will then transfer into memory and or skilled. We have excellent service when it comes to, taking care of our residents, whether it's in our healthcare facility or with our dining services team. We were also established in 1904. So we've been around the Chicagoland area community for over 100 years. But we have been in the Evanston community for just a little over 100 years. We've built the Highlands, which is our first building, back in 1921. So we just celebrated our 100th anniversary. Now we're at 101 this year, which is super exciting. We are technically under the Presbyterian Homes organization. And what that means is that we do have two other sister campuses. So like I said, we're Westminster Place, we're located in Evanston. We do have another location, which is called Lake Forest Place, which is located in Lake Forest. And then also we do have the Moorings, which is located in Arlington Heights. We are the biggest campus. We sit on a 44-acre campus acre here. And then overall, though, we have about 1,000 employees, and also we do serve about 1,200 residents overall. To go into kind of the career path opportunities for our dining services department. So as you can see, we do have a pretty broad overview of kind of what positions we do have to offer, whether it's, our dining services director, that falls under assistant director of dining, clinical nutrition manager, executive chef, catering manager, and then so on and so forth. So as you can see, one can come in and start as a waitstaff employee or a bartender. If they've been here for a couple of years and they want to progress in their careers and kind of get more opportunities there, then they can possibly go into a supervisory role. Or if they're thinking about that, then they can shadow their current supervisor. So they're ready. So when they are ready and that opportunity is available, then they could lead into a supervisor role. After they do that, then it kind of looks like, later down the road, maybe that could then turn into an assistant director of dining. Another thing, that's been looked at and actually has happened here, which I will share one of our success stories is we had somebody come in as a wait staff and she really was interested in, taking that next step, taking that leap into becoming maybe a supervisor, which she did. And then she did that for a couple of years and she wanted to do a little bit more. She wanted to shadow the current catering manager who was there. She was a supervisor. The catering manager ended up leaving for another opportunity, but that then opened the door. And then she actually stepped into becoming the catering manager here at our facility. Another way you can look at it is, with the cooks. So, one can start as a dishwasher. And then if they want to, go into a cook or they want to shadow and look at, how cooks work and what they do, then they can, work with a cook and then they can possibly get promoted to a cook. And then there's all levels of cooks. There's cook 1, there's cooks 2, and then there's, the sous chef. And then once you're a cook for, a couple years and you got that experience and you're ready to move on, then you can, lead into a sous chef. And then from a sous chef is an executive chef. But also with the good thing with, as you can see, wait staff, diet aid, cooks, and dishwashers, it's nothing set in stone. If you were a wait staff and you want to do more of a diet aid, then you can definitely, look into that, transfer over into a diet aid if that's kind of the career progression that you want to go into. Or if you're, diet aid and you find your niche and you want to start cooking, then that is a possibility as well. Nothing is set in stone. It is a fluid process when it comes to, our career paths and opportunities. And so for our pay and benefits, so kind of what the pay looks like for these positions, as you can see on the left-hand side. So for dining, wait staff is, $15 an hour. Diet aid is $15 an hour. It goes up a little bit for the dining services supervisor, which is $16.50. This is all start pay. And then cooks start at $17 and go up from there. Right now, we do offer, sign-on bonuses for these positions. So what that looks like is, somebody comes in, there's a sign-on bonus for example, wait staff. You would get, the first half after 3 months, and then the second half after 6 months of employment here. Both for wait staff, diet aid, dining services supervisor is a $500 sign-on bonus. And then for a cook, it's about $1,000 sign-on bonus as well. So kind of going into our benefits and kind of what we have to offer. So here at our campus, we have a lot of perks and benefits, which is one key thing that I love about this campus and this organization in general. To start off, we do have a scholarship opportunity, which we call the New Hope Scholarship. It is funded by our amazing residents here at our facility. One individual, if they've been here for about a year, they can then look at progressing, and getting a certification if they want, which, they would then apply to, and then, the campus, the New Hope Scholarship would help fund. So yes, like I said, you can use this opportunity to go get, a certification of any sort, or even continuing education, whether if you want to go back to school, for example, if I'm in HR, if I want to go get my MBA, I would, utilize this to kind of, go back to school and do that for myself. We also do have medical, dental, and vision as well. We are under United Healthcare for our medical, dental, and vision. We do have a retirement plan with T. Rowe Price, and we do have a 3% baseline match, which is awesome. So after an employee has been here for about 1 year, the company does match up to 3%. We do also public safety and reimbursement. So our campus is fortunate enough to be really surrounded by a lot of transportation, whether it's the Howard Station, the Skokie Swift. We do have a shuttle bus that will not only drive the employees to the Howard Station, but we also do reimburse $30 a month to anybody who buys a CTA pass. We do also promote engagement and wellness programs, whether that's, a drinking challenge or a step challenge. One could join in and get points, and those points could, transfer into money. Also, we do have an engagement site, which is super fun, just to kind of get our employees engaged and kind of recognizing their team members and their supervisors and telling fun stories and kind of wishing them happy birthdays and everything. It's a super fun. It kind of reminds me of Facebook. It's a super fun platform that we have to offer. And then with the Engage platform, we also do offer gift cards for people who are on there quite a bit. They're kind of put into a little pool of people which we just pick out of random for gift cards and discounts. We also do have a fitness center here with the pool. Our employees are able to, utilize that anytime. We have a pool and all the other equipments that a gym has, which is really fun and really cool to be able to utilize. And then also we do have an employee referral award. So if you do know anybody and you believe that they would be a good fit here at our facility, you can, let them know about the opportunity. And if they were to get hired, you do get a referral bonus added on as well. So that's another cool perk that we do have to offer. When it comes to requirements in the process of, applying for our campus, so just check out the openings at www.presbyterianhomes.jobs. From there, you'll be able to search any job that you are interested in, whether it is, you'll search wait staff, diet aid, so on and so forth. You'll just press search and then make sure on the right-hand side, it says Evanston, because like I said, we are under Presbyterian Homes, so the other two locations positions will pop up as well. So make sure if you're interested in our Evanston location, the position itself says in Evanston. Once you do find the position you are interested in, just go ahead and fill out the application. And once that application is submitted, it will be reviewed by me as well as a hiring manager. And then from there, you might be, you might have a phone screen, you might be called in to come in to do an in-person interview. Once that is, and you feel like this is a good fit, and the hiring manager feels like this is a good fit, then an offer is extended and then accepted. From there, it kind of goes into the onboarding process, which is, some paperwork, some pre-employment physicals, so on and so forth. So once the individual is ready to work, what that kind of looks like is that there will be a campus orientation to kind of, welcome the new hire, show them the ropes and kind of just let them know what we have to offer, what it's like to be employed here, policies and procedures. There will be on-floor orientation with your specific supervisor as well, showing you how to, what a daily tasks looks like and kind of walk you through that as well. And then also frequent meetings with you and your team as well. That's kind of what I think there's, morning stand-ups, which is kind of updating the individual and kind of what is happening in the Westminster Place campus. Another thing we have to offer is volunteering and shadowing. So if an individual shows interest in coming and volunteering, we do have that option as well. And also, like I said, job shadowing. If an individual comes in and they come in as a wait staff, but they want to see what I do or see what a director of facilities management does, that's also another amazing opportunity that we have to offer as well. Some success stories, like I said before, in story number 4. So one, like that one I said, so she came in as a wait staff, she then progressed as a dining service supervisor, and then now she's our catering manager. We've seen this a couple of times also with diet aides who, start as a diet aide and then also progress as a dietary aid manager. Also utilizing the scholarship opportunities through New Hope. We've had some wait staff employees that came in and then wanted to become a physics major. The New Hope is not just for people who, in their set job, they have to go to school for that set job. They can, come in and kind of, if they feel the need to, become a physics major, then we definitely help support that individual to do that. Or even like, bullet point number 2, wait staff supervisor with a physical therapy major. We help support, progress the individual in any way, shape, or form. So that kind of concludes today on Westminster Place. Here's my contact information if you have any questions at any time. You can find me on LinkedIn if you want to connect with me there. That'd be awesome too. And my email is also attached as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Natalie. In Westminster, you have so many awesome opportunities and really great benefits. We appreciate you all being partners in our community and supporting our young adults in the community. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us this evening. Thank you to our local MEAC business partners, Evanston Grows, the City of Evanston Water Plant, and Westminster Place. We hope you can join us again at a future Career Pathway Info session on YouTube. Thank you, and go kids.